All right, all right, all right. It is the Bone Crusher on location, Panama City Beach, Florida. Another excellent sunset going down. Remember, Brave Spring Training is underway. We've already brought you one game. And we're going to try to grab the next televised spring training game for you. So what are y'all up to? Me? Well, I had a rough Tuesday. Let me tell you what happened. I've picked up some freelance work from a website called Upwork.com. If you do any freelance work, it's like a web page you can sign up for and make proposals to clients looking for some freelance employees. So I hooked up with this company called TVCO, and Tuesday night was my first night producing a live stream using the very similar technology I use for most of our games here called OBS. Well, they've got a little bit of a different setup. Long story short, it was riddled with technical issues, and it was a crash and burn. The show was it's called Hello Friends with Nicole Anthony. Apparently she was on a TV show called Big Brother 21. So I've heard of Big Brother. I had no idea who she was, but I spent all day getting ready for it, and we were lucky just to get that thing on the air. It almost didn't even go. The waves are invading. Oh no. Run. But since I spent hours getting ready, I was able to sidestep those issues, get it on the air, but it was still a pretty clunky broadcast, and I don't think they're gonna bring me back. So yeah, I've been kind of lamenting about that a couple of days, and sometimes you hear people say, to live a life without regret, or I have no regrets, and I just got to think that everyone who says something like that is absolutely full of shit. I regret, I lament, and I bemoan. Apparently, I probably should have taken the job in Texas. People also say, there's a helicopter flying overhead here, interrupting my show. Give me a chance to use the zoom feature here. That's pretty fucking blurry. All right, let's get that zoomed out again. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, regret, lament, and bemoan. And I got out of my comfort zone the last couple years to do stuff like this, to work in television, and that sunset's looking awesome. Look at that. And I've come to the conclusion, success isn't necessarily outside your comfort zone. I think in many cases, success is in your comfort zone, in your wheelhouse. When you do what you do better than anybody else on the planet. Sure, I've learned a lot of stuff about video and television the last couple of years, but radio and radio production is what I've done most of my career at, where I've spent time in Atlanta, New Orleans, Knoxville, and some medium and small markets, including this one right here. So do what you do better than anybody else. Get in your comfort zone, get in your wheelhouse. Bruce Lee said, don't fear the man that knows 10,000 kicks, fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. All right, what else is going on? Well, sushi. I had some sushi the other day and I almost choked on it. They cut those slices on sushi so thick, and if you try to bite sushi in half, it's going to fall apart on you. So you got to cram the whole slice in your mouth, and it's just too fucking big. Here, let me turn the camera on for a second. I can't flip the camera while it's recording, so, and I don't have my face on this morning. I got my toboggan on, sunglasses, probably looking really old and rough. And speaking of looking old, if you're a guy in his mid-40s like me and you want to look a little younger, I recommend about a half a teaspoon of creatine, maybe 3 times a week, and you will look about 5 years younger. Maybe more than that. It's really good for your epidermis. There's also a lot of longevity properties to live a longer, better life with creatine. It's just an amino acid. But yeah, well, I mean, I was watching an Asian movie, and the customer comes into the restaurant, and she ordered some sashimi. Basically, it's kind of like sushi, and she tried to take like a half a bite out of it, and the sushi chef was like, no, and he shoved the whole thing in her mouth, and it looked like she was choking on a dick or something. She's like, this is so good. So if y'all can make the sushi slices a little fucking bigger, and I have to think those Asian mouths aren't any bigger than mine, so I don't get it. It's hard to enjoy it. What else is going on? Oh, yesterday I come up to some police cars. They had pulled somebody over, and man, I mean, those flashing lights, I almost had a seizure. The shit was blinding. I couldn't see where I was going. How many accidents a year are caused by people overwhelmed by police lights? Those flashing fucking lights. It's like fucking battling seizure robots out there. Look at that one little cloud in the sky. What's on your mind, little cloud? On a good note, let's end this on a good note. 3 good things. Brave season is coming along, so we'll have plenty of Braves action for you this year. That's my chance really to be on the air again, since I'm not on the radio anymore for now. I have been working part-time. First I did some contract, kind of like a consulting thing, where I helped 104.3 ESPN radio in Panama City enhance their live stream. So now they're using OBS. So I was really like tripping out, because I was consulting them on OBS, and I had that freelance gig signed up where I'm using OBS. I was like, man, I spent last year dicking around on that software so I could do the Brave stuff, and it's paying off. I was like, wow, I got out of my comfort zone and got this exciting new career. And well, one consulting gig for a couple $100 or whatever isn't much, but I have been picking up some part-time hours there. I did 20 hours last week. I'll probably get maybe 10 this week, doing imaging and production, behind the scenes stuff. They don't have the Bone Crusher on the air yet at 104.3 ESPN radio, but I will probably be a guest. They usually have like 3 or 4 people sitting in the studio in the afternoon show, so I'll probably be on there at some point as a guest or something. So that's going on. That's a positive. And the most exciting potential thing that's going on, besides this fucking sunset, man. Let me zoom in on that sunset. That's 2 times 3.74. I feel like you're on the sun. And this is a weird coincidence, because I guess it was Saturday, A-Bomb was like blowing me up on Facebook Messenger, like he wants to move to Hawaii. And he was like acted real serious. I thought he was going to do something. I was like, well, what's going on? He says, oh, just a pipe dream. I thought maybe he was planning his retirement, or going to transfer, or going to make a move there. And now my cell phone's been dead for a couple weeks. There's a new one coming. And Saturday, somebody called me, and I didn't get the message till Monday because my phone was dead. I just happened to decide to check my voicemail. And a guy from a radio station in Kauai, Hawaii, which is the island north of Honolulu, left me a message. He probably, I know he was calling a lot of people that day, but I'm going to... And I called him back Monday, sent him an email Monday, called him Tuesday, sent him an email Tuesday, and he finally replied, said he'll be in touch. I don't know if he's really going to be in touch, or that was just to shut me up, to get me off his back. But that's, the one of the handful of positive things I'm going to try to focus on now. All right, well, this sunset is about to touch down. And the Bone Crusher. Oh, there's Producer Beth. Hey, Producer Beth. She is very excited about Braves season this year. She's really stoked about the Braves. Are the Braves going to the World Series this year, Producer Beth? She's like, don't point the camera at the sun, not at me. I'll see if I can get a shot of There we go. All right. Well, for producer Beth, our moderator A-Bomb, I am the Bone Crusher from the Bone Crusher Show, and we will see you soon, Braves fans. And somewhere right now, Mondo is sleeping under a marijuana tree, and Goose is plowing his hot wife. You know, even if I make every wrong decision in the book, staying on this beach, it might be the wrong decision, but it's right in a way. Until the landlord raises the rent and I can't pay it. He'll be back in my sister's fucking basement.